I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. Dave, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names.
Face the grab down the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes on all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
This crowd full of throats, cutting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. Intercepted in the first drive. He's brought down the short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick.
How about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Needed a few more chain links to move this next. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And now here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Wants to throw. It's Buckner. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the offense.
Yeah, and I don't think you can concern or play it safe. You can trust your man. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
When this defense wants to bring some pressure, And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's right, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anderson. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he was as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Clemson ready to die on some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Clemson. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clemson is quick to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB reason. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First away on the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down off the play.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in. It's sharp. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. First down for the offense. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winner. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Luis. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, there's a three. And the quarterback will take a sack. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to tuck over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense is expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Never run out. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it up to 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Clemson. Gets it out fast. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Working out of bounds at the 46. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Haynes. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at 19.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up the 2nd and goal.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. On the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. there's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer, right, things up just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Not the most productive match for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Picked off, and then
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space. It's Randall.
I get it. It wasn't going to be a positive play. You weren't going to get a lot of yards, but I'd love to see you stick it up in there and hit somebody and finish the play with some physicality and at least pick up 1 or 2.
As long as you don't lose the football. It's already a bad play, just don't make things worse.
Coach Rick used to say, don't turn a bad play into a touchdown.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Give to the running back. Gets a pass to Martin. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is the 1st down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field. They're going to try and churn this thing out.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard.
Man, 3-3 at the half, y'all, man. We trying to make it do what it do. Real Death Valley action, man. It's your boy Ski. R2C Sim League, man. Let's get back into it.
Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Nice job getting past the sticks and then getting down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly where that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just keep slinging it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. On target. Inside the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
this receiver in the offseason. We need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over New Mexico. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, it's Randall. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll give it to the back. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get it down after a terrific pickup.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he finds some solid space. It's a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Klubnik. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Catch in the middle. It's more. A quick tackle made, but he's got praise with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
They'll leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. That rolling catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy on this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that first down and help keep this drive alive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Clemson. That was an absolute sledgehammer drive.
You tied it up, man. Oh, you finna tie it up. It's the real Death Valley nighttime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. So now, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Durham. At the 35, he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Randall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Clemson. Lets it fly on the move. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback was really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He got all that money. If I would have blocked the running back, I probably could have triggered him to run it on. Oh man. God damn it, Nick. He stepped up in the hole.
Wants to go up top on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
It's a good try to do so I can know what to do. This shit going off.
As they get set to snap the time, winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end.
I'm finna let the goddamn CPU play the lag for me. Tired, but let me see. Yeah, but I'm gonna watch it. What up? Slow. Jump ahead in the game. Man, shit had me sweating over here, man.
That shit fun.
Hell yeah, it's fun. It fun, nerve-wracking, everything. Get there. Yes, sir. Get there. Let's go. Come on, Ironclad. Fuck with your boy.
The defense just simply not fully like planned. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He was good all over it.
Wow.
You can land it. You can woods, man. She ain't got the first in me. Boys, not bullshitting, man.
You see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution. And the offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Everything going in this game. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been giving them
Yeah, if you sit back and
back to throw, it's caught
yeah, got him.
if anything big happens, you should be on to it. How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for
This boy loves spinning though.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a first down.
I know, they're the same thing. The way he passed.
Wants to throw on first down.
Yeah.
Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick.
So your job ain't play from the start.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Behind the line, it's Haynes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
I put aggression on 67%.
With myriad options after that big hiccup on first down.
So it shouldn't be too reckless, but they should be just reckless
They're
enough.
looking to throw on second and short. Complete
This that is I'm alive.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go.
Get a score right here. We need one stop, man.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Should be good and see the bag is going to pass. Let's get a two read.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Slutnik. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires for the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night.
Damn, Club Nick.
What a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know you're passing the football.
Fuck Club Nick.
Just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
We got time, too.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense.
Go this time. No, I'm finna play that shit tomorrow. Fuck that. Put that bitch on goddamn All-American. Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah.
That's it.
Where is it? It's in settings.
Yeah. Dynasty said, he said,
Nah, he ain't doing it. Earl's tripping, man. He figured up fucked up. It's on All-American now. God damn it. That shit got me sweating, man. I gotta come back and try that shit later, man. Shit. That bitch got me sweating. I changed the Earls.
all right, it's not even long, man.
Jesus.
I think I'm going to do a quarter. Just let it do it by itself, and then do a quarter of me picking the place and trying to feel what's better.
That's cool. We're just trying to figure this shit out, man.
Either way, it's the same. So you know,
Yeah.
So you follow the ball, picking plays, or something like that from the glass. Yeah. Take off from us. This might be my favorite league now. If I'm gonna play mine. I'm able to. I'm playing my regular play, but I'm playing with another one. That's stuff. Just to see. I'm like, oh, this is for the city. What we call this shit? Hey. Shit, that's it. You got to take about it. I got a ball, bro. Goddamn. That Alabama. Steve, always. That's 30, you know. I'll get to this shit. Damn, you been there for years? Shit, 4. Was it year 4? I went to Auburn. Yeah, 4 Auburn, 4 years. Or 5 Auburn, maybe. One of them. I think I was. This is senior 9 now. Yeah. So probably 5 in Auburn and 4 in LSU. Just stay at my ass. So, but I'm straight now. We play right. Years. Yep. Smaller than that for real. It's the first time I got 99. It's nuts.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. The coverage team maintains this discipline, not much doing on that return. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress and defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hit you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the better pass.
This is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know it's a line. These are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It's Randall. He snagged him, and he stopped short of the first down. Good solid pickup on that play. Got room to work. One-man miss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Lost the fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sharp. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. Beneath the shadow of power trying to pick his way for just a bit, but he almost stopped at the 18. Good job on 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Yeah, go to the middle. It's more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and you're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and understress.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally came down at the 38-yard first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. He's got 42 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense in the hurry up. Dropping back. It's Buckner. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field.
Hey, so we ended up settling for the 3. That's cool. I got my offense coordinator, Earls, in here, and I have my defense coordinator, Munn, side here with me. So right now, man, we're a 3-0. Defense looking pretty good. Offense is getting going. Randall has got them doing this thing. Let's stay tuned. Running for the benefits, well, it's an offense I created, and it's an offensive scheme I created. Basically taking the old run, pass technique, putting a little better trick inside the words, make everything look different, but it be the same. And then defense, we created the defense called Ironclad X. So it's like I took Pete Carroll and Saban's cover 7, just kind of mix and match them together with Fango's match principles also. So yeah.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give him a It's a little backed up here. Boy, would it help to convert this third down. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a lot of room there, giving them comfort to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Sagged in the middle, it's Moore. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they can get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. And he right get there. And boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Clemson is quick to the line. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That 1st impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jason.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Going for it all. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just across the 20 with a 1st keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfectly. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chopping up.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them in the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Very, come on, defense. Hey, let's read this hold here. Good stop. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He's straight downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spin, still running. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All of they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat
They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Takes the handoff. It's random. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They'll go to the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They booted away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And they run at him early to pick up the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. I know he thinks he can pass every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped on 14. Wants to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go, whether you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Slithers into space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Beneath the shadow of Howard's back, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense. They'll move the tight end. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With the catch, it's Williams. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Clemson jumps to the line. Off the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
To kick it away.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to throw, it's Gus Meyer. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception. His and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Let's see what they do on third down. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This quarterback part of their running game. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20. Clemson is quick to the line.
Good enough for first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they get to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And guys, the defenses have stood tall, kept the offenses out of the end zone, but now a chance for the first touchdown of the game. They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Put it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jason.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is good. Like, throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. It's a draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on him. If they can stop him on 3rd down. Searching forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pass, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Almost had the completion and just missed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. How about that way to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They were really starting to put a drive together after a couple of incompletions. Now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, and he just brought Trump. You do not see this guy do that very often. Fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Foes in the chat. Foes in the chat. Let's go.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He makes the tackle. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's going to be tough here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, he's over 100 now, and 102 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. It's more. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball, you need those spots, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. They get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Finally, Corral, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw again. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left.
Oh, hey man, look, R2C Sibley, boy, I'm telling you, boy, it's out and popping. Skills Belichick, you better check it in. Storyline gonna be crazy.
Lining up for the PA team. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
LSU 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He's brought down at the 28. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
He steps out of bounds at the 42. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Uncorks it. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Near the 16-yard line. First down for the offense.
Gives it on the option. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. When you work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. Flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference.
So the penalty will not be enforced for defensive flag. handoff to the lone back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Leaves it with the running back. Powers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.